Welcome everyone to today's video, where we'll be showcasing the transformation journeys of multiple patients. So, let's begin with the journeys of our first patient and see how their hair transplant surgery transformed their appearance, restored their hairlines, and boosted their confidence.
To choose this clinic, cost-wise, services-wise, it's all awesome. 5 to 6 years, and then it continuously started following. And now this is the condition. What you can see, hair is very thin. My hairline is also, a little back. From that point of time, now I'm working in a healthcare sector as a consultant, and every time I'm getting a lot of clients who I interact with, and sometimes I feel very low, All the doctors are amazing, the staff is amazing. I don't know how many surgeries they have done, they're so skillful. I get a hairstyle like Sunil Chhetri, who's my idol for Indian football, and she said, definitely we can go ahead with. Hi everyone, so my name is Ankitesh and I came all the way from Saudi Arabia, basically in Riyadh to QHT, and this is my first day and I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, there are a lot of factors I've chose QHT Clinic. First of all, the results of all the patients who already we can see in the social media and Instagram and YouTube, and I actually connected some of them and they have given me very positive review about QHT. And he talked all about his transformation journey. So I think that gives me a little confidence, to choose this clinic. Cost-wise, services-wise, it's all awesome. Yeah, so I think back in 2016 when I was doing my bachelor's, it started just falling through. My hair got thinning, and sometimes it goes off. When I use comb, because my hair is a little curly, so I witnessed like 5 to 6 years, and then it continuously started following. And now this is a condition. What you can see, hair is very thin. My hairline is also, a little back. So I'm looking forward to it in QHT Clinic, that they will give me a really great success story. Hair is something which always gives you a high level of confidence when you speak. In bachelor's, I was in the service industry, and being in the face-to-face client, you have to look confident. But how will you look confident if you don't have like that such hairs, which always adds on your confidence itself? So from that point of time, now I'm working in a healthcare sector as a consultant, and every time I'm getting a lot of clients who I interact with, and sometimes I feel very low, that how to prove the point confidently. And because of this hair fall, I always try to think that, okay, shall I cover it or something? Shall I wear some hair patch or something, just to give that aura in front of the client? But this hair fall actually decreases your confidence a lot. So that's why I'm here in QHT. So for the last couple of years, I think 2 years, I was wearing this hair patch. It's a clip system. So I've used it for a long period of time, but you find a lot of rashes wherever the clip is being stuck, and sometimes it's very, very uncomfortable while you're sleeping, or maybe you have to remove it every time and then use the tape, put it at the back. It's very difficult for me to use it every day. So this is a permanent one, and I'm really looking forward to it. Yes. Yeah. So yes, I have actually tried a lot of desi nuskhas, as you say, and the oils, the onion oil I've tried, and then I've tried minoxidil. It also affects a bit, but not much. You do not see results very soon, but you have to use it for a longer period of time. And we had finasteride as a medication, but again, I'm not satisfied with the results. So I think this is the permanent thing, what I'm going to do today. Yes, so being a healthcare consultant for like last 1.5 year, yes, actually, people usually little bit, it's very common. People get worried about the transplant. They get some nervous is like very a common phenomena. You can feel any of the patients first time entering in some hair transplant clinic. Today also, my BP was quite high because I was so anxious the first time I met to the doctor. But now I'm feeling like a little bit relaxed after consultation. And yes, I think parents are the only supporters for you. You should definitely you don't have to be very shy in saying that. Even my friends know that I'm going to come for the hair transplant because it's visible to everyone, and you have to be very confident now if you are taking this step forward. Being into the healthcare consultant already, but my hobbies, I follow a lot of football, and I see people, I don't know whether you know this guy, his name's Chetri, who's the Indian football captain. And I just want to look like him. I wanted to be like him, even in the look, because he always have this military cut and small. So that's kind of an expectations I'm carrying out. I'm not a fan of keeping a big, long, dusty hairs, but yes, the short one is fine, and that's my preferable kind of expectations I came up with, and I'm definitely sure the QHT can deliver that. Yeah, so I think now I have to go to OT. Maybe they will design and everything. Little nervous, being very frank with you, but yeah, it's quite a big expectations, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. Let's see how it goes. So now I'm going to the surgery, and then I will meet you right back after my surgery. Yeah.
As you can see his picture on screen, our experts analyzed his scalp condition and diagnosed his baldness as diffuse grade 6, in which his hairline has receded and the hairline zone appears entirely bald. Frontal area was severely thinned and mid-scalp also showcased thinning. But in that area, healthy existing follicles were also present, which contribute in the density. Behind it, the crown region retained its swirl, but the volume there was too low and needs surgical intervention. This condition of his scalp made him look older when he was just 27 years old. The sides and back of the scalp had a lot of healthy hair, and the highlighted area was the donor zone, which is densely populated from where we extract follicles to cover recipient area. If you're also noticing hair thinning, you can simply share your pictures with us or visit on our nearest clinic to you in Haridwar, Delhi, Gurgaon, or Hyderabad. After completing the baldness analysis, our experts moved to the next step by trimming his existing hair to get a clear and unobstructed view of the scalp. Once the trimming was done, the scalp was cleansed using a medical-grade solution to ensure proper hygiene before the procedure. Then the hairline was designed according to his round face shape. In this, firstly, our experts marked the midpoint, measuring the distance from the glabella point. And then using a laser hairline designing tool, the hairline was crafted, and this is how final hairline looked, which would provide a natural framing to his face. Along with it, the entire affected area was outlined, including the frontal area, mid-scalp, and crown region. If you're also noticing hair thinning, you can simply share your pictures with us. Our doctors will help you understand your current stage and guide you to the best. Once the hairline was finalized, the procedure began, during which once again the entire scalp was disinfected using the medicated solution to eliminate bacteria and minimize the risk of infection. Then the anesthesia was given in the recipient and donor areas to make the procedure completely painless. Then the slits were created using the slit creation blade in the recipient area. Once the slits were created, the extraction and implantation began following the QHT technique, which has 98% graft survival rate. Patient also shared his during the surgery experience. Let's hear from him how his surgery was going.
Feeling any pain right now, but the way I said already, that the only pain I felt when this anesthesia was there. But after that, the procedure is very smooth, and it's really amazing. No pain. Great actually. I told you they're very expert what they're doing. I don't know how much surgeries they have already done, so I trust the process, and I'm really looking forward to it.
After 10 to 12 hours, his surgery was completed, and after that, he shared his post-surgery experience.
And I just went to the OT and coming outside, taking care. All the doctors was amazing. The staff was amazing. I don't know how many surgeries they have done. They're so skillful. For the pain purpose, I don't think so I have that kind of pain. But yes, anesthesia might be gives a little pain to you. But after that, the procedure goes so smooth. And I would say satisfaction and hospitality was top of the mark. And definitely you should think about QHT once you are planning for your hair transplant? Well, hair transplant is something very crucial for most of the people, because when you wake up early in the morning, you look at your face in the mirror, you not only carry the confidence, but you also have a motivation, to attend the meetings or maybe the interviews or something like that. But I think hair transplantation is something very crucial for everyone, and it's important to search all over the internet that what is the best clinic. You can find it out, and I think for me, uh, even I found QHT in social media itself, and I think looking at the results, and now personally experiencing, I can say this is the best clinic. For the fear part, I don't think so, because I'm here without my parents. I grown up in a very humble family where my parents are always being controlling, not letting me go out. But this time I'm alone with my brother itself, and I think I have taken the decision, and I have no regret out of it. There's no problem. It's painless and it's amazing experience, I'm telling you. Yeah, so earlier it was supposed to be 5,200, but I asked specially to my doctors that I want some aggressive hairlines from start, and I also asked her that if I get a hairstyle like Sunil Chhetri, who's my idol for Indian football, and she said definitely we can go ahead with. Pretty much happy with my hairline. I think it is aggressive, and now I'll be carrying confidence plus motivations, and is equals to satisfaction. That's what I will say. I think just I need to follow the procedures, the post-surgery procedures. Definitely I would give my best to understand what doctors are telling, that how to prepare yourself after the surgery. And I think, yeah, I mean, pretty much that. And I think being in the customer facing role, it's very important for me. I think I'll be more confident now in speaking with them.
During the procedure following the pre-made slits, single and thin hair follicles were implanted in the hairline zone. This will provide him a completely natural and soft hairline with irregularities. In the frontal area and mid-scalp, double and triple hair follicles were implanted, adding the maximum density needed. In the crown region, also the same follicles were implanted, creating a swirl pattern. The graft distribution according to the zones provides completely natural results. In this case, a total of 5,750 grafts were implanted, all extracted from the patient's safe donor zone and beard area. As he had an advanced stage of baldness, additional donor grafts were required, and careful planning was done to utilize the donor area safely without over-harvesting. Through this comparison, you can clearly see Ankitesh's scalp before surgery, where advanced baldness was visible, and the immediate post-surgery, where the newly implanted grafts are precisely implanted across the hairline, frontal area, mid-scalp, and crown. The coverage is well planned, and the scalp would gain natural density with time. If Ankitesh's journey motivates you, start your hair restoration journey today by booking a consultation with our experts at QHT Clinic.
Now let's move on to the next patient.
फ्रंट साइड में मेरे को पेन हो रहा था, तो आई टोल्ड देम। प्रेजेंटली आई थिंक कुछ तो हो रहा है, बट इट्स नॉट पेनिंग, ऐसा कोई पेन नहीं है उसमें।
Good morning, I am Parikshit. I am presently employed in the armed forces, and today on the 13th of December I have come to Haridwar for my hair transplant at QHT Clinic. I actually got to know it from a junior of mine who is presently serving with me. He had himself undergone this procedure last year, and he had referred it to me with full conviction to try this surgery at QHT Haridwar. Fortunately, I was able to see him the moment after he had his transplant. He had undergone the same procedure back in August 2024, and I was present in my area of service at that time when he had reported. So I got to see first-hand results starting from the growth he had in his first 3 months, and now almost after a year and a half, I find his results very satisfying and very motivating to try the same for myself. My hair fall started back in late 2019, and my hair fall started courtesy my service in hilly areas and maybe the constant usage of the uniform. Exact results the doctors will be able to tell better, but my hair fall started in 2019 in little amounts, but I think it rapidly accelerated in 2021, and in 2022 I had almost lost around 60%, 70% of my hair. So I had tried home remedies as was available in the internet, and from advice from friends and family, I had tried the minoxidil finasteride solution, sought any professional medical advice or any professional medical treatment for the same. It was only over-the-counter things that I had received on the advice of my friends. I had no such plans to do it, and I was completely comfortable, and I had accepted the fact that I will be a bald man maybe, because I have a very simple philosophy that something which is not in my hands, I don't even try to change it. But somehow it is just because the junior of mine, my friend who had motivated me, that I decided to try the surgery. I don't think I have any kind of problems in terms of being ashamed or being any kind of issues in my personality just because I have I have a baldness issue. But yes, I think at some point of time you like to keep yourself well groomed and everything, and I didn't. And when I was convinced that through the reviews in the internet of this place, as well as by the motivation of my friend, I found that it is quite safe as it seemed, and then that is how I decided to give it a try. Just like that, I have no expectations, neither I have no such reservations regarding the procedure. I just wanted to give it a try just for my own happiness. And of course, being in the forces, it is not just a 9 to 5 job or a job on a table and a chair. So the amount of physical exertion that we go through, and that he also goes through with me, and the way his results have come up, I think that had motivated me to take this option, which I think will be durable, because the main thing is durability that comes in the results, and I think his results have been quite good enough to motivate me to try the same. At some point of time I was quite sad, honestly, because I had good hair back in my school and everywhere. My wife is my classmate, she can tell better, and that is the reason I think there was no problem in during our marriage, because she had seen me with good hair, and I was quite good looking in terms of my hair and everything back in my school days, and maybe when I joined the forces at that time also. But till the end of 2020 I had lost almost 40% of my hair, and by the end of 2021 it was the way it is right now. So it took only 2 years to have this massive hair fall. वो होता है आपको जब suddenly as a boy you have a habit since your adolescent days that you come out of the shower, you use the mirror, आप comb करेंगे, and then suddenly you find out that you're not able to do it, and it's pointless using a comb at that time. So that sometimes somehow gets into your head, somehow gets into your heart, but again it's up to you how you take it. So initially it was a little difficult for me, but then you can say that I gave up in this matter. I just left it to the fate of God. It's just that from the motivation of my friends and my wife and my family that I have come here today. Don't have any expectations, but yes, I do have a hope that the results will come good. And of course, I think having some good hair will complement your look and your personality, and maybe in a manner boost my confidence also. However, I am totally confident, there is no doubt about it, but I think that will complement what I already am and what I already have in myself. So I had no other fear, I am not at all scared, and I am hopeful that things will go smooth and fine.
This was his condition prior to the procedure, where he was facing advanced stage grade 7 baldness. His hairline had completely receded, and the frontal, mid-scalp and crown areas were all significantly affected. However, one very positive sign in this condition was that the patient's donor area was filled with thick, strong, and healthy hair follicles, as clearly visible in these images. During scalp analysis, this healthy donor zone played a crucial role in planning the surgery and achieving a successful hair transplant outcome. After carefully assessing the scalp condition and understanding the patient's concerns, our experts shaved the head to make the areas of baldness clearly visible. The scalp was then thoroughly cleansed with a betadine solution before starting the hairline design. The hairline was meticulously crafted by measuring the distance from the glabella point while taking the patient's facial symmetry into account. ensuring a completely natural look. Along with the hairline, the affected frontal area was outlined, and smaller regions with absent follicles were also marked separately. These precise markings provide our surgeons with a clear view of the bald areas and serve as essential guidelines during the surgery. If you also want your perfect hairline back, then comment hairline. After the hairline design was finalized, the surgery was initiated. The first step involved administering local anesthesia to ensure the patient's comfort, following which precise slits were created on the scalp. The extraction and implantation process then began, strictly following the QHT technique. Throughout the procedure, the patient remained comfortable and shared a calm and reassuring experience, which you can see in the testimonial video during the surgery.
Yes, that they're doing. जो भी यहाँ पे है, everybody is asking मैं ठीक हूँ कि नहीं, and they're constantly communicating. Just maybe because of the anesthesia बीच में थोड़ा नींद तो आती है, वक्की टाइप का भी हो जाता है. And however, they're always telling me to be awake and constantly communicating with me. So nap तो बीच में आ जाता है, but they're not letting me sleep and constantly communicating with me. And I think that is a good part, asking about the well-being and all, and washroom breaks वगैरह भी पूछ रहे थे. Yes, very good, quite cordial and quite professional also as per my opinion.
I'm feeling perfectly fine. No issues with regards to pain and anything. As the doctors had counseled yesterday with respect to the future procedures and the processes to be followed for the post-operative recovery, I'm expecting that I'll get hopeful results. They have been very cooperative even during the surgery, considering that my surgery was almost 10.5 hours. So I was a little apprehensive at the beginning that how much time it would take, and initially my area to be covered was quite large, hence the grafts had to be taken from my beard also. But the doctors had assured me it would not be a problem. The team had been very cooperative, supportive, very interactive during the entire process. They were constantly asking me whether I was feeling okay, all right or not, and had been considerate with respect to washroom breaks and water breaks, as well as refreshments were provided to me twice, once during lunch and once again after the surgery. So I think it was a very soothing experience for somebody who is not aware of what is going on with him, considering that I have zero knowledge about the surgery. But yes, the way it was conducted, I think it was very professional, but at the same time very soothing also. It was, I'll say, quite painless. There were episodes of pain in between, which I communicated to the team immediately, and they immediately gave me a reprise. They had also been communicative with respect to the amount of anesthesia that was being provided to me. They were constantly telling me about the processes that they were doing कि सर अभी हम आपको ये कर रहे हैं, अभी हम आपको anesthesia दे रहे हैं, अभी हम आपका graft लगाना शुरू कर रहे हैं, अभी हम आपको दोबारा से stent लगा रहे हैं. So they were always giving me a short brief of the process before they were starting to do it, and I think that was very good for on their side, on their part. However, the entire feedback I'll be able to give maybe 6-7 months later when I see satisfactory results, which has been guaranteed to me. And I understand that results depend from person to person and depend on many other circumstances. And as I've already told, I'm not expectant of anything, but yes, I'm hopeful that things will turn out to be good.
To achieve a soft and natural appearance in the hairline zone, single and fine hair follicles were implanted. To add volume and density in the frontal and mid-scalp areas, double and triple hair follicles were implanted, creating a fuller and well-balanced look. The half-crown area was also enhanced with the same follicle combinations to ensure uniform density. In this case, a total of 6,200 grafts were implanted, which were precisely extracted from the patient's safe donor and beard zones. This meticulous approach ensured the long-term integrity and sustainability of the donor area. If you're also struggling with hair loss for years just like him, then take the first step today. Book your consultation and start a journey towards a new you. This was our patient's hair transplant surgery experience. We will continue to share his journey and progress with you in the coming days.
हेलो फ्रेंड्स, अगर आपने अभी तक हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो प्लीज़ इस वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और ध्यान रहे बेल आइकन दबाना ना भूलें, जिससे हमारे हर वीडियो का अपडेट आपको समय समय पर मिलता रहेगा।